Hi and thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Fug, aka Phil, and I normally cover retro style cameras or old cameras in general. But since I'm back from my vacation, I also watched the Apple keynote regarding the latest iPhone Pro model, and I decided to make a purchase for the iPhone 17 Pro because I thought, based on the stuff I saw regarding specs, etc., that might fit into my kind of mobile content creation when I'm out on the streets. And I'm currently recording this part of the video with the wide-angle lens. Tell me how the image quality looks like and stabilization, etc., while testing the footage of the back camera, but also the front selfie camera, which I will record later at the point of this video. I also thought, why not take one of my DSLRs, the 5D Mark I, aka the 5D Classic, and just make a, not a comparison video per se, but take some images and look how the latest iPhone compare with an old DSLR, which only has 12 megapixels. But so far, how do you find the images out of this talking head walking vlog part? I'm coming from the iPhone 15 Pro, my old phone. Regarding stabilization, it was quite good, so I assume that this one is also doing quite well. But one of the reasons why I was excited and also willing to upgrade this time is, first of all, that the sensors supposed to be larger, about 50%, according to the Apple keynote. But also I was quite excited regarding the telephoto lens this time, because this iPhone release has telephoto lens of 100mm full frame equivalent, but also this telephoto lens has also now the 48 megapixel sensors. So this time all cameras, all the three focal lengths you have in the iPhone have now 48 megapixels across the board. Now I'm recording on the new selfie camera, which got a huge update in smartphone terms, you could say. And I'm actually holding the phone in selfie mode, but thanks to the upgrade I should be able to put this into horizontally, because you have here now the open gate recording option with the selfie mode. That means that I'm able to adjust the crop accordingly in post, and I'm just curious how this footage looks like compared to the ultra wide angle rear camera. About the front facing camera and the selfie mode, unfortunately I didn't use it correctly when I was trying out the selfie camera. I thought it would record in the full aspect ratio so I can crop in post, but you have to press a button on the screen so it can go wider or close up, and I didn't do that, so user error on my end. The benefit for me as a content creator now using the selfie camera is that I'm able to see my composition, don't have to guess if I like using the back camera. With my previous iPhones I rarely used the front camera because I knew that this camera is much worse compared to the back camera. But this time Apple upgraded the selfie camera, which also benefits content creators like me who would utilize the iPhone for content creation and talking head stuff on the go like this. So tell me, how does the image look in this segment? How is the stabilization? Is it too shaky for you to watch? I'm curious what your opinion is about this. Now back to the comparison, you could say. As I said, this is not a one-to-one comparison between the iPhone 17 Pro and an old DSLR, because every one of you who are dedicated photographers who own a dedicated camera know that any kind of smartphone does not fulfill the gap or to replace a dedicated camera. And that's also still my opinion after owning the iPhone 17 Pro for 2 days now. I was also able to compare the images slightly of the new iPhone with the cameras I own, and specifically here now also the 5D Mark I. And right from the go I can tell, at least from my eyes, that the images from the iPhone are still some kind of digital, you could say, although Apple does do a great job by implementing the RAW functionality in the Pro lineup, and here you are able to remove that kind of digital look out of your image as good as possible. But for me, somehow, dedicated cameras, specifically old cameras like DSLRs, like this Canon 5D Classic, the images somehow look more organic. Does it make sense? Not that artificial. I'm not sure how to put that in words, but yeah, that's at least my feeling and my experience having the iPhone for 2 days now, and with the images I have looked at and compared until this point. But despite of all these downsides, you could say, in my opinion, the iPhone or any smartphone is still the most convenient device if you want to have some kind of camera with you, because most people already have their phone with them. And now having another upgrade on the iPhone which improves these kinds of cameras, ultra wide, wide angle, and the telephoto one, is just extremely convenient to have in your pocket. I noticed that when I went to the zoo with my kids today. This time I consciously did not bring with me a dedicated camera because I wanted to test the iPhone for my own experience, and I have to say it was very convenient to have it, although I have 1 or 2 drawbacks which are just specific to my case. Since the ultra wide angle lens of the iPhone is about 13 millimeters, which is an ultra wide angle, it's nice to get some family snaps. And the wide angle one is a 24 millimeter lens, which is in my personal taste or preference a little bit too wide. I prefer 35, more 40 or 50, but these focal lengths are only available via a digital crop on the iPhone. So that's just I need a little bit of practice, I guess, regarding shooting 24. And the telephoto lens, the 100, was quite nice, I have to say, since I was able to shoot some nice portraits of my kids with that lens. I was hoping to get some kind of compression and background separation because it's a native 100 millimeter full frame equivalent lens, which in some cases does, but it depends on the background, you could say. Sometimes I find the blur or the background separation, the bokeh, a little bit too busy, which can be expected based on the small sensors of the smartphone. It's still a small sensor, but in some cases the images still look quite nice, and as I said, it's very convenient. But I'm still a camera guy and would prefer a dedicated camera for shooting experience. Besides of the ultra convenience, having 3 focal lengths and a good image quality in your pockets, I can also kind of get by of the digital colors of the computational photography of the iPhone, because I'm more of a black and white shooter. Therefore I mostly convert my images to black and white anyways, and in black and white I find the images of the iPhone look quite nicely, so that's fine for me. But again, I would still prefer carrying a dedicated camera, and I'm doing this video mainly to test the video function for my channel. So I'm quite curious what your feedback will be regarding the image quality, the stabilization. Just comment below. Yeah, that's basically some thoughts I wanted to share with you while testing the recording of this iPhone. I'm quite curious how the images will look like, especially with the selfie camera. I have some segments I have filmed in selfie mode, so I will highlight that for you, and I'm curious what your opinion is regarding the image quality and the stabilization. But yes, let me know how you guys use your phone camera. Do you use them at all? I know that my main audience are dedicated camera owners, simply also because of the shooting experience, looking through a viewfinder, a tactile feel, composing the images accordingly through the viewfinder. All these points are also the reasons why I own dedicated cameras. And after shooting this iPhone for 2 days, my opinion hasn't changed in that regard. But regarding creating the videos for you guys, having this phone now in my tool kit, it seems to be very convenient to create videos for you. And I hope the image quality also holds up, because if this image quality is great or good enough, I will ditch my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for that, because the phone I always have with me. If I make some videos, I have the phone and an external mic, and even if I don't have a mic, I could get away, I think, with recording the audio through the iPhone and run it through AI. So yeah, that would be quite convenient for me to create videos for you guys, at least outside. Now, just out of fun, I will also use the main camera to close this video. This is the 24mm focal length of the main camera. Normally it's too tight for these kinds of videos, that you see that my head is much more cropped in compared to the wide angle lens, but I thought, why not show you this also in the last part of this video. So again, share me your thoughts on smartphone photography in general. Do you use your phone for photos at all while owning dedicated cameras? After using this new iPhone now during my visit at the zoo with my kids, I find it very convenient again to have this powerhouse of a camera tool in my pocket, but still I prefer the shooting experience of a dedicated camera. But as a do-it-all powerhouse, especially for capturing family moments, snapshots, etc., smartphones are just incredible in that regard. And regarding video functionality, I think the iPhone is still ahead compared to all the Android stuff, but that's only my opinion on that topic. But yeah, again, share me your thoughts about the quality, stabilization, etc., your experience down below in the description. I'm also curious, did you see any difference regarding the iPhone photos and the photos from the 5D Mark I? Still, I'm curious about your opinion, so comment below. If you want to support my small little channel, check the affiliate links below in the description, or buy me a coffee, link also in the description. And if you want to check out my thoughts regarding the pros and cons of the X-E5 and the X100VI, check this video and have a nice day.